What is good, guys? It's your boy Darian back at it again with another blast from the motherfucking past review. Today we got Days Before Rodeo. Travis Scott just released on streaming. Now, I have never ever listened to this mixtape um at all, and I've never reviewed it. I've never listened to it because it was never on streaming. And I just was like, you know, I was just never curious enough to go listen to it because, well, as you will see in next week's review, as I say a lot about, his debut Rodeo album, in that Blast from the Past review, I don't think there was a reason to go back to this just in case it was gonna ruin my view of what was the days before Rodeo. But now we got it on motherfucking Spotify, and your boy's got to review it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Y'all motherfuckers hyped this up like this was one of the greatest mixtapes that y'all ever heard, and y'all have reason to do so. I completely understand. Now, after listening to it, this album, this I can't want to say album so bad. This mixtape, um, is so fucking weird and different, and it makes sense how this became Rodeo. Except it's this. I feel like this one felt more like I'm just surprised on how unique and different Travis Scott can get on tracks, and just in general how his production is something that I don't know how to explain. It really is, in my opinion, him taking us on his own fucking world and drug trips that I've never been on. Whether it's LSD, whether it's whatever the fuck he's taking. This is a fucking trip of a fucking mixtape that I don't think I've ever heard in any other mixtapes that I've actually ever heard. I think this is the most unique mixtape I've ever heard, ever, probably. But yeah, let's get to the first track, Days Before Rodeo, The Prayer. Automatically, bro's got great production. I think his lyrics, he's absolutely killing it. He's just flowing on this motherfucker. And it's really good. It's a great first track. It eases me into it. And it's I mean, when it comes to first tracks, I don't think LaFlame really. I mean, he could low key be on the, besides Meek Mill, because Meek Mill starts off albums really, really, really strong. Travis Scott is another person that I think doesn't really have bad intros, so he does his thing as usual. Mamacita featuring a Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug. Um, I think I listened to this maybe one time. I never remembered it. The chorus is amazing. I think this is a perfect. I think since we'll get to it, but this is the probably the best. I don't know. It feels like a Maria I'm Drunk before Maria I'm Drunk. Not the song, but it just like Mamacita and Maria I'm Drunk tying into the Latin, to the Spanish roots. It's kind of, I don't know if there's like a tie into both of them. Also in Maria I'm Drunk, Young Thug was also a feature. I don't know. But Rich Homie Quan was absolutely amazing on this track. His flow, his chorus, he sounded great on this motherfucker. And I'm just surprised because I haven't heard no Rich Homie Quan since I was in middle school. I think there was one track I really liked from Bro, but besides that, he is also someone that fell off, and fell off really badly. So it's kind of interesting. Travis absolutely kills his verse, and it's really great. It's a great track. Drugs You Should Try It. One of, like, one of the, I guess, the hits off this album, because I look on YouTube, it got 56 mil. People really listen to that motherfucker. People really click on that motherfucker. I'm like, all right, why? And it's honestly because this is where I get to this is a whole trip. Like, what the fuck is this track? I mean, I'm just like listening to the production oozing and oozing, and just oozing with different types of, like, I feel like I'm going through a fucking hole, a black hole, and I'm just oozing, trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with this production. And the chorus is all right. But I think the lyrics are kind of help it like a little bit. But it's weird. It's fucking weird, but I love it. It's a track that's a little long. Maybe it could be cut a little short. Maybe, but it's worth listening to over and over again and coming back to this album because it's something that I just never heard from Travis. So I like it. Don't Play featuring 1975 and Big Sean. I'm not gonna lie to you. This to me was the song that I was very very surprised was on here because this song was actually on Spotify for quite some time now, and it's I didn't know it was a Days Before Rodeo track. I never knew actually. And I love 1975. I love Big Sean on this song. I've replayed it a decent amount of times. It kind of makes me wonder his only other track that's quote unquote that he made but has never. I mean, maybe he's made some other songs, but the one only track I think that I've seen on Spotify besides this one was "Watch" with Lil Uzi Vert and Kanye West. I thought that was gonna be a song for Astroworld, which never got on there. So I just assumed that "Don't Play" was, I don't know, maybe a rodeo track or something that just never made the cut, even on the deluxe version. But no, I guess it was on this one, and I still love it. It does match the energy of this mixtape. Um, it does match it a lot. Shout out to my Discord, always got me on the Spotify stuff. You never know when someone surprise drop Frank Ocean or something. You never know. But yeah, it's really good. The chorus is great. Big Sean's verse is, I mean, for 2013, he gave a really nice verse. And I love the ending of the 1975, just making it beautiful and like kind of um, weird and like funeral-esque. I don't know. It's enjoyable though. Skyfall featuring Young Thug, another song that is crazy. I don't know how to explain this track either. It's all Metro Boomin's on this with production, which is crazy. I didn't know he could produce something as wild as this. I don't know if he's the main producer on it or if he's executive producing with someone else, but this track is crazy. I mean, the chorus, again, once again, the production to me is like Drugs, You Should Try It, but way crazier. I feel like I do not know what drugs bro is taking, but it is insane. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling in this track at all. I mean, clearly it's, I mean, whatever, I mean, what he's saying on the chorus is that it's not, I guess these drugs aren't that crazy, because bro's saying that he needs drugs that put him even crazier than the Skyfall track. Young Thug gave a nice little verse. He helps out with the chorus a little bit too, cool. But overall, Travis with this track is insane. I need to go back to it because I don't even know what the fuck type of drugs bro is taking on the track. But it's great. Zombies is to me another great track that describes how I guess bro kind of just predicted his career, and maybe even predicted it through just this mixtape in general, kind of predicting how his fans would react to him after this whole mixtape. You know what I'm saying? They would act like zombies and they would be obsessed, considering even now, if you see what's happening with Travis Scott right now as we speak, in terms of him, getting arrested and shit like that, him kind of being a little bit of an asshole to fans, maybe kind of. I don't really see it too much. I think bro can get maybe a little bit, a little angry because he's sick and tired of it sometimes, and it only makes sense. I don't know if Travis Scott's technically a complete asshole. I don't know. Maybe he is, and there's not a bad. It's not like it's a bad thing, to be a little bit of an asshole. I mean, when you got that many people on your ass, I mean, look at I Show Speed. I mean, at some point, bro's got to get a little mad, because it's annoying to be attracted to so many people wherever you go. I mean, come on, you gotta get annoyed at some point. Great track though. Also amazing production, still on that weird-esque vibe. Sloppy Toppy featuring Migos and Pee Wee Longway. This, when I saw this on the track list, I was like, this gotta be the track that I don't really like. No offense, but Pee Wee Longway has never really done anything for me. He's been, to me, Pee Wee Longway has always been on Gucci Mane mixtapes, Gucci Mane albums, and at moments he kind of hits, and at moments he just doesn't hit, and most of the time I really don't care for Pee Wee Longway. He gave a great verse. Migos gave an amazing chorus. The production, once again, is fucking superb. And Travis Scott gave a nice little verse as well. I mean, everyone did amazing. Shout out to Takeoff, rest in peace. Offset did his thing. Quavo sounded really weird on here, but it's okay. He still sounded good. I'm just saying he sounded like really weird for 2013 Quavo, but that's just me. Great song. It's fucking amazing. Basement Freestyle, same thing. Just surprised at how good. Once again, Metro was on production. I mean, I guess Metro back then just had something that I just feel like, even I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I guess Travis Scott definitely helped out. Maybe helped him help tell Metro what he wants and what he's going for. Cause like I'm just trying to figure out. Back then, I know Metro also produced for 21 Savage. I'm just saying 21, you need a little bit more creativity. Now, though, I do think 21 is getting up to speed on what he needs. I just feel like this right here is crazy. I didn't know Metro back then, during Mixtape era, was out here producing for Travis, bro. I mean, clearly Travis know what the fuck he's doing on what he wants and what him and Metro. I mean, I'm not saying that we need a Travis Metro tape, but who knows? I mean, also shout out to Future. He's gonna give us a Pluto mixtape. I'm just saying, mixtape era is looking quite interesting right now, considering the last Gucci Mane mixtape. Hey, who knows? Maybe we might come back. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Backyard, another track that I thought, overall wasn't the greatest. Probably the least favorite out of my best tracks list. Not gonna lie to you. But still did its thing. The chorus was cool. And then, I think towards the end of Backyard, actually, yeah, towards the end of Backyard, he gave some pretty good verses. He flowed pretty nicely, and he did this thing. But Gray was the track that kind of fucking surprised the fuck out of me. I actually was not going to put it on the best tracks list until towards the end he switched up the beat beautifully. The chorus became a little bit better. He just fixed it so much. He made it very intriguing to listen to. Sounded great. It sounded fucking amazing for a 2013 track. It sounded like something I could hear today, honestly, and I would be like, shit, I don't know if it's a difference if you made it today or if you made it back then, because, I mean, well, I'll know in your voice, but considering beat switches weren't the most, I don't think beat switches were something that really happened at all back then. For him to do that on a track in 2013, pretty fucking awesome and pretty fucking dope. Unless you were unless you were like putting like halves, like I don't know, you were putting like gray slash like dark something, and then like that's how you know there's a two tracks in one track, and they're kind of gonna switch beats and make a whole nother track. But yeah, I liked it a lot though. Our worst tracks, Quintana Part 2. I wasn't feeling. I want to feel this track, but I felt like there was just more that I needed, more lyrics that I needed. The production was actually really great on this track. I just needed more from Travis. I just needed just a tad bit more. I needed him to go off or something. It could have been a good track though. It could have. And the chorus was okay. Wasn't too much of my fave. Back, the bonus track. Shout out to Metro production again. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was just, I felt like Back, the chorus was a little bit too much for a two-minute track. And I feel like we just needed more bars. We needed more bars. We needed more. I just needed more lyrics. I needed more bars. I feel like this could have been for 3 minutes, maybe less of the chorus, more bars, and it could have been good. It's just the chorus wasn't bad. It was too much. So yeah, but overall, man, this mixtape is an 8 out of 10. Shout out to Travis Scott, man. I can't wait to show you guys how I feel about Rodeo though next Thursday, because I gotta talk about Rodeo. Consider we got days before it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Your boys out. Peace.